Hi everyone, this is Laura and welcome to our second annual Halloween Hop here on YouTube, hosted by Diemond Dies. Um, First I want to say happy Saturday morning to everyone. Thank you for joining us on this hop. For those of you who have never participated in a hop and this may be your first hop, I am going to have a link in the description box to all the participants who's participating in the hop, which is the design team and the guest design team for Diemond Dies. Each one of these participants have created a project to share with you guys. And what we would like you to do is to go to everyone's channel and leave a comment. You want to start with the Diemond Dies channel first and comment on the video for the Halloween hop. And make sure you are a subscriber to the Diemond Dies YouTube channel and then what you want to do is, after you have subscribed, if you're already a subscriber, then all you have to do is just hop along to every DT and guest DT members channel, leave a comment, and at some point, I believe the hop ends on October 25th, and at some point after that, there will be 10 prizes giving out to everyone. Each design team member, guest design team member, will give you a $10, you have a chance of winning a $10 gift certificate to the Diemond Die store. So you may even have the opportunity, since there's 10, you might be one of those lucky people to win more than one gift certificate. I also want to make you aware that Diemond Dies is currently having a sale on all their dies in the store, just like our Labor Day sale. It's only going to be around for a few days, 4 or 5 days the most. I believe the sale ends on October 22nd. So you want to go on over and take advantage of the sale that we're having right now for the hop. It's 10% off all the dies, and if you use my coupon code, Thanks Laura, which I will have in the description box below, that will give you a savings of 20%, and all orders over $35 or more, you will get free shipping, and that's for US and international customers. Another thing I want to bring to your attention is that we're still having our event for the month of October in the Facebook group page for Diemond Dies, and it is called Blooms in Fall. And basically what we're doing is we're asking everyone who has purchased a flower die to create whatever they want with those flower dies, and the judges will be the design team. We are going to choose 3 winners, and then random.org will choose the last winner, and each winner will win a prize from Diemond Dies. Now, if you guys would like to know more about that amazing event, I encourage you to go on over to the Facebook page for Diemond Dies under events and go check out this what exactly it is that you have to do. We have a great turnout for that event so far, and I want to thank all my subscribers for that. Also, just want to remind everyone we are still having our monthly Make It with Diemond Dies giveaway, which basically is similar to the Blooms in Fall, but not quite. With the Make It with Diemond Dies, you can create any project you want with any dies that you have purchased from Diemond Dies. It can be whatever you want. All we ask is that it's a new project. It's something that you created in this month. You share your project with us either by taking a photo and posting it on Facebook, or by making a video and private messaging the Diemond Dies YouTube channel, letting them know that you made the video. For every project that you create, you will gain an entry. And at the end of the month, Diemond Dies will draw a winner for some winnings. And more than likely, it will be another gift certificate to the Diemond Dies store. So don't forget, we're having the fall event, we're having our Make It with Diemond Dies, and we're having our hop today. So super excited. Basically, the hop that we are having is our second Halloween hop. Um, Before I get to the dies, I just want to say real quick to Dee and Diemond Dies, congratulations. It has been an awesome, awesome journey. Um, your store and the business has been thriving really nicely, and I just want to thank Dee for all the awesome dies that she has shared with us, and um, all the other releases in the past. Diemond Dies is definitely growing into a beautiful little die company, and Dee, you're the reason for that. So congratulations to Dee, and thank you so much for choosing such an awesome team to work with and some amazing products too. Our Halloween dies. This is the oldie but goodie spiderweb die, which is now available at the Diemond Die store, so you might want to go check that out. We also have, and the ones that I use for my project are the spooky tree, which is this die right here. Beautiful, very big tree. I love all the details of the limbs. They really, really make an awesome, awesome spooky tree. Oh, excuse me one second, guys. So sorry, my kettle went off. I also use these tombstones, and they are also very, very nice to play with. And I did use these in a different way. I used them the way they were meant to, and in a different way, which I will share in my project. One of the other sets that we have available at the store is the candy set, which is this set right here. I did not use this set in my project. However, I did use the candy set and the witch's boots to create some cards also to share with you guys for inspiration that I posted a video on yesterday. So I did these sets yesterday, and I figured for the hop I would really focus on the tombstones, the spooky tree, and the bat set. And I just love, love, love that bat set. And here we have the witch's boots, which are just darling. I have had so much fun. I think I've played with the boots and the bats and the tree the most so far. Really, really great die. It does come with both the small and the large. And what's even more awesome about this particular die set, as the candies as well, is that they would make great Christmas dies as well. A lot, I'm sure you have heard this before, but these look just as easily, I'm sorry, these can just as easily be elf boots as well as witch's boots. So that's really awesome. So let me share with you my project. For my project, I use my Graphic 45 Airy Tail paper pad. I'm sure you guys have all seen it. As well as those other dies that I have shared with you. I created a 12 by 12 layout. I was really inspired by the paper stack itself. I noticed when I was looking at the paper stack that the image pages, or rather the pages with the cutouts, each one of the photographs, and I think that would be this sheet right here. Well, each one of these little pages that have the cutouts, while I was really taking a good look at that paper stack, I noticed that each one of those images happens to be one of the fairy tales. Red Riding Hood, Rumpelstiltskin, lots of fairy tales. And I am a child of fairy tales. My mom used to read me fairy tales all the time. And I have many, many favorites. And one of the very first fairy tales I remember, my mom, or one of the first ones, was the gingerbread, the one of Hansel and Gretel and the gingerbread house. So when I saw this little image, and I assume that is Hansel and Gretel, the witch and the two children and the little house, I decided to try to create a scene of what the children might have seen, like the spooky forest and what the gingerbread house might have looked like. And I wanted to make that kind of a scene for my layout. So I am going to start there on the bottom because there's just so much going on here. This is a scene layout. It is a 12 by 12 layout. I started out over here with a purple piece of cardstock, which I then added this beautiful, I'm trying to do it without the glare, which I then added this beautiful pattern paper to. And then to that I added this orange cardstock. And all three layers I distressed with black soot, Tim Holtz Distressings. After I did that, then I have two pieces of design paper here. This beautiful green pattern one was one. And then this black one with all the writing on it is the other. For the bottom half, first thing I did was I cut out lots and lots of the spooky trees. I cut that out in purple, black, and green. Then I did use a lot of foam dots for dimension. I also added my Diemond Die's grass border die, which I also cut out of the pattern paper. I also cut it out in black cardstock as well. And in one of the pattern papers as well. So I really wanted to give it that creepy, icky, ooh feeling. I'm going to start on this side. Here I have two of the Diemond Die's bats, which I added glossy accents to. This is the title of my page, Once Upon an Eerie Tale. I just fussy cut this from the paper collection. I also matted that on black cardstock. I used my foam adhesive and I popped that up so that it can stand out, give the page a little dimension. To the corners, I added these little gold brads that I had in my stash. Here I have some more of the bats with the glossy accents. And I think the glossy accents really does a nice job on those bats. It makes them look nice and leathery and makes them stand out. Over here, if you can see, I have lots of little pumpkins that, again, are popped up in different layers, some more than others, to give the scene a little bit of dimension. I have some bronze stickles and stardust stickles, which I used on all the pumpkins that I fussy cut. Over here, I have a little owl resin piece. Here I have some little lollipops that I glued down to my layout. And there's the little spooky owl in the tree. There I just fussy cut the little house and the little children. And that's what that looks like. Here in the trees, I don't know if you can see this, but I have some of this cheesecloth. And I cut it in pieces. I distressed it with some black soot as well. And I glued it to the trees and on the tombstones and also over here on the trees. And I wanted it to sort of look like spider webs. I don't know if you guys have ever visited Delaware, but there's a certain time of year in Delaware where you see all kinds of cocoon-like in the forest and all this stuff. I thought they were like for giant spiders, but then I found out later they're actually for moths. There's a certain moth that grows there at a certain time of year, and it's in the fall. And I'm not sure, I don't remember the name of it, but they really do make the forest look like it's covered with spiders. And I remembered that, so that's why I put the spider webs all up in the tree and all over here, because I actually did see that in Delaware. Here I have a whole bunch of little candy pieces in the tree, on the tombstone, and on the floor here I have these little resin pieces that are all glittered up. Here I have these little lollipops. This I actually have Nurse Laurel, which is Suzanne, had picked this up for me last year, and she was so sweet to send this to me. So thank you, Nurse Laurel, for that. Here's another one of my little resin pieces. that I had in my stash. Here I have the two tombstones, which I did de-stress, and I don't know if you can see that, but I did a lot of shading and distressing, and I also backed that up with orange cardstock. So basically I used the orange with the solid and the black for the one that says rest in peace, and I just glued them together. Here's some more of that cheesecloth effect. And here are some more lollipops and little candy pieces. I have another one of these tombstones back here in the background. And like I said, all of it is layered on foam adhesive. Now, for the tombstones, I used this Aquarelle by Faber-Castell gold pencil. And I gotta tell you guys, I love it. It just gives the right amount of shading. Can you see that shading right there? Oh, really made the tombstones look spooky. So then on the top here, which is a lot less busier, I did want to give some rest to the eye up here. I have the Diemond Die spiderweb die, which I did cut out of white cardstock, and then I went back and covered it with goldenrod stickles because I have a little gold. There was a gold in the title, gold in the brads, some gold in the pictures, so I wanted to bring out that gold with the spider web and by adding these little brads, and on top you'll see more gold in a second. Here I have a photo mat. This is a little stamp that I had in my stash by Martha Stewart, as is this little bat one. And Jamie had picked that up for me. Thank you so much, Jamie, for getting that for me. I have the design paper on black cardstock, and this is on a hinge so that you can fit another photo, and I have a little journaling spot. And I decided to use the paper with the stripes going across because they made perfect lines for journaling, and the orange is not so dark that if you wrote in black, as you can see by the stamped image, the little stamps, if you wrote your journaling in black, it would more than stay out, and you automatically have lines. For those of us who write very crooked without lines like myself. Now, this is the part that I really want to share with you. Guys, these are those tombstones. See that? That's the little tombstone. What I did was I cut it out of black cardstock and I turned it upside down. And when I did that, to me, they looked like they could be hinges, like to a door or a flap or whatever you use hinges for. So I was really fascinated with that. So what I did was I took the black cardstock and I distressed it with the archival ink Brilliance Gold, and then I added the little gold brads for hardware at the end. Here I have the large of the 3 bats that come in the set. I have the large bat wings, cut it out of black cardstock, added glossy accents, and then I had these little skull pieces in my stash that was gifted to me by a sweet friend here on YouTube. So I took them and I squished them down and glued them down to the center of the bats to give the little skulls the appearance that they had little wings behind them. Make them look a little hard and evil. And I did that to both of the corners so that it can look like the this part was being held up by the hinges. And that's my 12 by 12 layout, guys. I sure hope that this has inspired you to go on over to the Diemond Dies store and maybe purchase a few of the Halloween dies. Halloween still is a few weeks away, so I also wanted to share with you, while I have you, I created these little treat boxes I see lots of girls sharing goodie bags that they created and all kinds of little ways to share those treats. Now, this paper collection that I picked up has me on this little whimsy, fun little kick. So I decided to create a little treat box for a friend. And I have some stickers and some drippy glue. And it's funny how I actually created this box. This was a happy accident of mine. This was actually supposed to be for another project, and I have failed at both attempts. And you're going to see what that project is in the next video. But I have failed at both attempts. So then what I did was, rather than waste the cardstock, I decided to take it and just decorate it up for a friend. So I took my circle punch to create these little notches on the side so that you'll be able to lift off the box, which it does come off. I've already filled it up and sealed it, so I'm not going to open it. But here I have some more of the stickers that I've had in my collection and some drippy glue. And I just, use my little pen for all the little spider lines. And then each little side has its own little scene going on. On the top, which is the part that we're going to be interested in the most, I have the little witch's boots. Yay! How pretty are they? Cut them out of black cardstock. And this time, instead of cutting papers or anything else out like that, what I did was I just used my stickles. And this color happens to be paprika, which is a nice red-orange, great fall color. So I just made the little boots look like they were stockings by adding the stickles across. And then I took my liquid pearls and I added a little dot to the boots. I did some more of that shading with that gold pen I shared with you a few moments ago. And they really look like they have a nice little buckle there, a silver buckle with those liquid pearls. They really came out nice. See over here, same thing. And then I added this little stamped image that says Happy Halloween with the little candy corn pieces. I just fussy cut that out and added it to the box with a nice little orange ribbon. This one's a little bit different. This was a Halloween goodie box, but more not so childish, more like for an adult. And I followed the instructions that Stampin' Up! Had for making 3x3 note cards. And I decided, instead of making note cards, what I wanted to do was create little goodie boxes. And I just took some Halloween papers that were in my stash from many years ago. I finally used everything all up. I took the Diemond Die's bats, cut them out of black cardstock, and just add them all over to the side of the lid. Then on the top here, I have my Diemond Die's leaves and all the flowers that I've been creating for you guys in all the flower tutorials these last couple of days. And I did make all of these flowers, every single one. And then I added a little tag here that says Happy Halloween for the recipient. And I added some of my little Halloween twine. And on the inside, this is a belly band. And on the inside, there's a whole bunch of goodies. And I'm not going to open the box because I don't want anyone to see what goodies I have inside here. So this is another little treat box. And what I love the most about this box is it doesn't just have to be for Halloween, guys. If you don't celebrate Halloween, these would make perfect little hostess gifts if you're having a little small private dinner party on Thanksgiving. And that's why I wanted to put the bats and the Halloween paper, but I did the more fallish, fallish themed stuff here just to give you an idea that you could do both. You could do fall or you could do Halloween. But I was just thinking this would be great as a little hostess gift. Maybe if you're going over to a family member's house for for the holidays and you want to bring over some little goodies, or if you are having people come over and you want to send everyone home with some baked goodies, you can do that too. I mean, there's just a million ways you can use these little boxes, and I wanted to share that with you. I'm using it for some Halloween treats. I'm using both boxes for Halloween treats. So thank you all for watching. I sure hope that you have enjoyed this hop. Again, like I said, you want to go on over and hop to everyone's channel to have a chance to win a die from everyone's channel and leave a comment. I sure hope that you also have started with the Diemond Die's YouTube channel and you have become a subscriber. Again, congratulations, Dee, on your 1-year anniversary, and congratulations for the 2nd annual Diemond Die's Halloween Hop. I hope you all have a blessed weekend, and don't forget, use my coupon code ThanksLaura for an additional 10% off any order that you may make over at the Diemond Die store. I hope you all have a very blessed weekend, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now.